do it.
Let's do it.
Did not see the palmetto bug in the bathroom yet. I decided his name is Scotch Tape.
What? That is the randomest name. It just
seems like a good name.
Scotch Tape.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That is so random. I'm a fan of naming things like after peculiar human names, like how I wanted to name Buddy Kevin.
I do love that.
You know, or like Chester, or like something like random. But Scotch Tape that's extra random.
Yeah, man. Inanimate objects, name your animals after that.
It's like I love lamp. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I hit the mic.
Yeah, like that. No, that just makes me think of the Family Guy episode when he has all the cats and he's like shooting, like he's using them as like arrows, I think. He's like pulling them out of the bag and he's like, Paul, like he's saying all their names, but he was like, Paul, what a funny name for a cat.
Exactly. That wasn't Quagmire. Was that Joe's?
That was the mayor.
Adam
what's
Wee.
His name? Yeah, Adam West. Yeah.
Adam Wee. Adam West was the best, you know? Like, Adam West and Patrick Stewart, like, God bless them for not taking themselves too seriously.
I know, for real.
Like, they're just national treasures.
I agree. I concur.
And we've already lost Adam Wee, but if we lose Patrick Stewart, I will literally kill myself. Mark,
please don't.
My words.
No.
I will murder myself.
Ma'am.
No, I know. That was a little harsh, and I take that back.
Summon you from the grave so you can still co-host this podcast with me.
I will have to do it from the grave because I will just be destroyed. Destroyed. You don't understand.
Fine, as long as you can show up somehow. I'll do some seances.
Spectrally.
Let some demons in accidentally.
Get one of those EVP recorders or spirit boxes or whatever, and it'll just be like, chick, 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 chick. Poop. Chick, 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 chick. Butts. Chick, 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 chick.
Accurate, yeah.
Yeah, that was a spot-on impersonation of a spirit box, by the way.
So, yeah, you guys will know when Rebecca is dead based on that.
That odd chuck, chuck, chuck noise.
Yes.
Welcome to It's All Gone Terribly Wrong, a podcast of absurdities, oddities, and obscenities.
Ayo.
And I am one of the marvelous hosts of this award-winning podcast,
yes, ma'am.
Rebecca Carrison.
And I am the other part, Jordan
the better
Stock.
part.
I don't know about that. Jordan Stock.
I am the better part, Jordan Stock. The end.
Yes.
So we're very giddy and excited because Pensacon is this weekend. We've got a full freaking schedule.
Yeah.
I feel exhausted already and it hasn't even got here.
Don't say that. No, don't say that.
No, it's going to be a good time. And it really is. But I truly am like I'm going to need a vacation after this.
Dude, yeah.
Fortunately, Memorial Weekend is right after that. So we get to relax on the beach afterward.
Is it relaxing, though? Because it's kind of like just a big party.
True. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, Memorial Weekend in Pensacola happens to be Gay Pride Weekend. So it is nonstop party.
Like, literally, I wish I could describe it to people. People camp out on the beach. It's just miles long of umbrellas and people have tents and everything's just like packed together like sardines.
It's crazy. Usually,
yeah. We'll see how this year goes.
We'll see what happens. I don't think it happened last year. I think it was just like officially was not a thing.
Yeah, they didn't.
So one, just based on how I feel now and what I'm seeing in the community, everybody's just like ready to be over COVID.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking it's actually going to be like a rager.
They're doing a lot because, I went to Roundup. Roundup is one of our local gay bars, and they were kind of discussing all the stuff that they're going to do as far as in town goes. Okay. You know, they're going to have a bunch of shows and everything, and then I guess beach is just going to be what it normally is. It's just going to be a bunch of drunk people. Yeah, well, we also have not just COVID, but we have the added element of uncertainty because we have this massive 3-mile long bridge that takes people from Pensacola proper to the beach. However, we just went through Hurricane Sally in September,
of 2020, and that destroyed this brand new freaking bridge that was built.
And it was like as if COVID wasn't bad enough. Like the most detrimental thing that could have happened to Pensacola.
Now you can't go to the beach either. Suck it, Pensacola.
The people that, have to commute back and forth to work, like now their trip is twice as long, if not more, because the traffic is so bad.
Yeah. So the added layer is now we have to go 45 minutes out of our way to get to a beach that was 15 minutes away.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm sure, you know what? If anybody's going to do it, the gays are going to do it. We're just going to make do like we always do. And
yeah, we are. I want to see some titties.
I want to see some titties. Speaking of, we have those beads for butts. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
butts for beads. Or beads for butts. Sorry, that was my phone falling over the whatever. Actually, so I said that, but we didn't actually end up doing that. That was one of our Patreon potentials. We were going to do beads for butts.
But we'll still... I'll show you my butt for some beads.
You know what? Send us some butt pics because no one's interacting anyway. So
yeah, right.
I feel confident enough to request butt pics, and we'll send you some beads. God damn it!
One day we'll blow up, and people will just listen to all the backtracks, and all of a sudden our inbox is just going to be dog farts and butt pictures.
We're not going to have a clue of why because we will have slept since then and not remember any of this shit. We'll be like, Jordan, did you notice how many butt pics we're getting? And all of a sudden there's farts.
Yeah, what is this?
It's cool as hell, and I'm not going to tell you not to. So.
Oh, also, our email is itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com.
Yes, because we for sure want those.
Yes, yeah.
Good call, Jordan. Make sure that contact information is out there. Good call. And that's why I married you.
Yes. Cheers.
It's been
Nostrovia.
So we went out last night to the Azalea, the Z Bar, and I feel like that was our official kickoff to Pensacon Week.
Agreed.
I feel like it was a great kickoff.
That was a good kickoff for sure, and I think it's good we did it pre-weekend. Because the first year we did it, we got way too drunk the night before and missed a lot of Pensacon.
Yeah, so I am a lightweight. If anybody listening knows me on a drinking level, you know that I'm a lightweight and I can't handle too much. So, but yeah, I thought I was going to let loose and I got toe up.
Yeah,
from the flow up.
We were a little overzealous with that.
But we did pull through. We did get some great content. We interviewed some people and played some games, which is what we want to do this year. So keep an eye out for us because we'll have some sweet merch that we're giving out if you want to play games with us. And we got an interview with one of our buddies, Dave Bain, who's an illustrator. So thank you very much for letting us interview him.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
And we got to interview Troy Moon. About his Pensacon experience, who's a local journalism legend here in Pensacola, and he went over his extensive Pensacon coverage career. So we got some really good content, and I'm excited to see what we come up with this year.
Yeah, we're gonna up the ante this year for sure.
We're trying.
Yeah,
we trying.
We won't be hungover. So
we've got some challenges to face: COVID, the loss of some venues, just all that entails. But we'll make it happen. The challenge.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm ready. I'm pumped. And we have super dope costumes. So
I'm
pretty excited.
I was halfway tempted to say what it is, but nah, you'll see on Facebook, I'm sure, or on Instagram, if not live. I was thinking maybe we should do a meetup or something. Just an impromptu meetup.
That would be good.
If you're in Pensacola, we might throw out a random bar and be like, meet us here.
Yeah, that would be good.
Regardless, whatever we do end up with Pensacon, we will have some Patreon exclusive content, but we'll also have some regular content, some regular bonus content for everybody.
Yeah.
So, to share in the love.
Definitely.
And we hope we got to see you out there and you also had a good time and also recovered and you make the best of your Memorial weekend, wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
Be safe. Don't drink and drive.
Take an Uber, take a Lyft.
Love of whatever the fuck you believe in. Don't drink and drive.
No, don't do it. Call a friend. Call your mom. Call your dad.
Take
whoever.
A chariot.
Take a chariot.
Horse. Whatever you have handy.
I have no idea why I thought you were going to say take a whore. Take a whore.
I mean, if she'll drive you wherever you want to go.
I don't want to pay you for sex. I just need a
ride. Yeah.
Just need a ride, not the sexual kind.
I'm sure you can find people on Craigslist for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's a thing. For sure, that's a thing.
People need money.
Instead of Uber, it's Lubler or something like that.
Lubler?
It's like a knockoff version. Instead of Lyft, it's Flift.
Which actually, okay, so this reminds me. Creighton and I, our dear friend Creighton.
Who did the logo.
Yes, he did the logo. He was on an episode
way
previously.
Back. It was our Halloween special, right?
Yeah. We were talking the other night, and like Grindr, is for gay men. But is
it just men?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there a lesbian equivalent app that we don't know about?
Yeah, right.
And what would it be called?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many options. I have no idea. Damn. That's our Patreon post. I mean, not our Patreon, our Facebook post question. You know how we
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yes. So look on our Facebook and our Instagram. If we do that on Instagram, not 100% on that. Someplace, one of our social medias, we'll have this question posted. Yeah. The ladies' version of Grindr, what would it be called?
Or does it exist?
I'm saying
or if there
Bush and beer.
Bush and beer?
I don't know.
That just makes me think of the, what is it? The
Bush's beer?
No.
Anheuser-Busch?
Bird in a bush.
Oh, it's worth 2 in the hand or something like that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It's, remember when I did the episode on weird sayings?
I immediately thought about that.
I'm adding it to the list because I was going to bring back that topic at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the list. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush or something like that. Don't know what that means. And even if I said that correctly, it still makes no fucking sense. At all. Did you have any other notes besides Pensacon?
No, I was thinking of this story, though, when I was in the bathroom because of the cockroach, or it's a palmetto bug. I feel like we've discussed palmetto bugs, but it was a while ago. So
that was on the promo gold special.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I feel like we talked about it maybe the episode before, or maybe it was even off mic, but it was mentioned in the promo.
Okay. If you're not from Florida, or is it just the South?
Yeah.
Palmetto bugs are like cockroaches, but they're like 3 times as big.
They're like the prehistoric version.
Yeah, that's exactly
the megalodon
it.
Of
and those fuckers fly, and they're fast.
They sound like bats.
That was a very good, good sound effect.
I wish it was YouTube ready, because
I know
I did some fancy hands there.
Soon
enough.
Yeah. Oh, so a while ago, I may have told this story before then. I was, so I'm blind. I'm like completely fucking blind if I don't have my contacts in or my glasses.
And I realize it's worse every time I wake up.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying because it's like the posts, I made a post recently on Facebook that was like, people that sleep naked don't give a fuck about emergency.
Yes.
But it's so like that shit's scary. But anyways, I was taking a shower and I got out of the shower and obviously can't see. Well, okay. For some reason that day in particular, normally I shower with my contacts in, but for some reason that day, yeah.
Okay.
That day I didn't. And I got out of the shower and this thing flew at my fucking face.
Oh my God.
So it's like am completely I'm naked and I can't see, and there's this giant bug flying.
Girl, you could have slipped and fell and hit your head.
I know.
Oh my
terrifying.
God. That is terrifying. Oh my God.
I managed to kill it naked though. I was
okay, that's pretty hardcore survivalist.
Yeah, man,
shit.
exactly.
I'm hella impressed. I'm not voting you off the island, that's for sure. I'm gonna stick with Jordan. She killed a roach blind. I'm just saying.
Blind and naked.
Blind and naked. Like I'm set. I'm cool, guys. I think I'll survive. I will survive.
That's the only note I had.
Well, that was a great note. No, but I hear you. The other day I was actually late for work because I took a shower, but before I took my shower, I put my glasses down. And it was like I was in a hurry already. So I put my glasses down in a spot that I don't normally do.
Oh, no.
And I have these wire, they're gold wire frames, like thin wire frames. and I'm so blind, I could not see where I put my glasses.
I have been there.
So I'm like searching all my normal spots, and I'm like, where the fuck are my glasses?
I have definitely been there.
I even looked in the fridge thinking like, maybe I was just in that much of a hurry.
I mean, sometimes I've put the TV remote in the fridge.
Right. I was like, I wouldn't put it past myself. Let me check there. But it happened to be on this like side table that I just moved into my bedroom that's also yellow, and I was why the hell would I put it there? Also, I was never gonna see that shit.
Yeah.
I really screwed myself. But you're old, and this is what I told my coworkers. You're old when you are late for work because you took your glasses off and then were too blind to find them again.
Yeah.
Cray. I have a present for you.
What?
Sort of. It's just, I remember you saying how much you...
Yay! She brought the trivia goat. We did trivia and we won a goat. Not a real goat. Yes,
I brought a real goat to Jordan. No, as she was saying, we're frequent visitors to Goat Lips, which is a restaurant / bar here in Pensacola, and they do a trivia night. And we happened to win one evening, and they had these adorable little green goat trophies. And it's, I remember Jordan, like, just squealing with pleasure.
I love it so much.
And I found it and I was like, oh yeah, this has to go in the studio.
That makes me so happy.
She'll love it. I actually have had it in my purse for like the past 2 recordings and forget about it.
Oh my God, that's
I meant to give it to you.
That makes it even better. You're just like toting it around.
I'm like, and I'll forget, and then like later on I'll go to like get my chapstick and I'm like, God damn it.
I wish last night, like while we were at the bar, you just pull it out and you're like...
I did. I mean, I felt it when I was getting money to pay for my stuff, and I felt it, and I was like, oh.
It's like you do it like with like to gloat to people, though. Like, look at this goat trophy that I won.
It's from trivia night because I'm so smart. I know all the trivia. Like, you should definitely pick me. No. Yeah, I'm very happy that I remembered it this time and that I can bestow it back to you. And it'll have its home in the studio.
Yes.
Are you ready to talk about your big news, or you want to wait until...
What is my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Jordan's officially, like, adulting hard. She's adulting hard
it's too hard.
She's going to be a homeowner in, like,
hopefully,
less than 30 days.
Like, fingers crossed, hopefully.
Send good vibes, guys.
Yes, please do. I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with how awful the market is right now. I don't know if it's... Everywhere.
Especially here.
Yeah, I have been looking for a house since November, and people are buying them sight unseen, like, just going ahead
and whatever.
Everything. Yeah, so I haven't been able... I put in 3 offers, but got outbidded, and anything else I wanted to at least look at was gone within 24 hours, if not less. So I got really, really lucky. My realtor is amazing.
She is. Dude.
I don't have her consent to say her name, so I will not at this point in time, but she is absolutely fucking wonderful and got me this house, and we're under contract, and so we're going through all that right now, and it's a headache. It's never... I've never heard anyone have an experience where everything goes smoothly.
Nope, never heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're a cash buyer and you have just infinite amount of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Unexpected fees and stuff. And you just don't give a shit. Like, that's the only way. But like that's a real estate investor and not a real person.
Right. You don't have a soul.
You don't count. But no, like us regular people, it's
common folk.
Oh my God, it should be like the best experience of your life buying a home, right?
Yeah.
Like, it should be like a wonderful, memorable experience. It is truly the worst. Going through my home buying process was actually more traumatic than my actual divorce.
That's saying a lot.
It says a shit ton.
Yeah.
So first of all, I commend you. I don't even know I celebrate you with your adulting and actually getting a house that I've been asking you to get your own place for years. But also, I don't envy you. Because I remember what this process
you've already gone through it, so yeah.
But also, once you're done, it'll be great.
Can I just say props to us for being essentially single women that did it on or are doing it on our fucking own.
Yes, ma'am. Do you know when you told me you were under contract? Like, since then, single ladies or no independent ladies, oh, forget it, whatever. Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce, you know, all the ladies who getting paid. I don't know the lyrics. I'm sorry. All the mamas who brought the dollars. Okay, so the only part I really know is tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings.
Yes.
Yeah. So like the shoes on my feet, I bought it. No, okay. There's a part about a house, is what I was trying to get to.
Right.
The house I live in, I bought it. You know.
Yes.
So that part, because I obviously don't know all the lyrics, but you know, like that part keeps playing in my head.
Yeah.
You know, like, I bought it. And that's exactly what I said when I first moved into my house. I don't even remember who I said it to, but like literally the first person I could say it to. I was like, do you see that door over there? That's my motherfucking door.
Yeah.
Do you see that ceiling over there? That's my motherfucking ceiling over there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it was just such a pleasure to say it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I am so happy for you. And
thank you.
Knocking on
all the woods, fake,
right,
whatever,
synthetic wood,
this stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna be so happy. I'm happy for you, and it's a beautiful place, guys. She really lucked out. It's a gorgeous place. She won't have to do hardly nothing to it, which is a miracle, especially in this market. And it's got a beautiful space for our new studio. So even though we had just decorated and set up for the studio here in this place, I'm equally excited to get that start. So let's kind of maybe that's our goal. Once you get into the house and settled, let's get our YouTube started by...
That sounds good. I like
August,
that.
September?
Yeah, that sounds good. And even though we have to move it, like, at least we've got all this stuff for it now, which is nice. So
yeah, no, it's not going to be an issue at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting everything final, like, together and, you know, just like finalized is going to be great. And
yes.
Hella excited for you. Hella proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Like, so proud. So happy.
I'm stoked. It was a good feeling. I don't know, man. Like, I don't get, like, emotional or, like, sentimental about, like, a whole lot of shit anymore. But I was like, oh, my God, I'm, like, fucking worthy of this.
You
are.
You worked your ass off.
Yeah.
To get here.
That's for sure.
And it feels good.
It does.
But welcome to the world of not having any more monies ever again. Because
I'm okay
it's all
with
going
that.
to the house.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fortunately, like I said, you won't have to do too much to update it, you know,
right,
and make it your own. You know, it's like, it's pretty move in.
I'm looking forward to, it'll give me something to do as far as like decorating goes and stuff too. So I'm looking forward to that. I need more shit to do.
I'm just saying, you're not blowing out walls or, you know, having to redo. Like that.
As far as structural stuff goes, it's all good. Structural. Yes.
Structural. Structural. No, so proud of you. So looking forward to the new studio. All good things. We've got, I think I said this in the last episode, we've got so much coming up this summer. Like, it feels so good.
It does.
I'm exhausted, but it feels so good.
It's worth it.
It is worth it. It is worth it. I don't have any additional notes. However, I was worried that my topic would be too short. So I found like a supplementary weird story.
Okay.
And I call it a weird lit.
A weird lit. I love that so much. A weird lit.
But okay, so I can do the weird lit, but I think you should go first with your topic and then I'll come back to mine.
Okay.
You were done with your notes though, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I wanted to do this one especially because it's pretty relevant to a previous episode. Mm-hmm. It's from the Michael years. We're trying to come up with a good name for the Michael episodes so they can have their own standalone.
You guys have
provenance? No, prominence. That's the word.
Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions and have listened to those, let us know what we should call them.
I like I only like the Michael years because it reminds me of the Wonder Years, and I love that. I love that show.
I didn't even think about that. I love that too.
The Michael years, even though it was like only a year, but still.
Yeah.
It's like a little over a year. But so I guess that qualifies.
Yeah.
Any hoozle. This little weird lit that I got. Okay, so police were looking for a missing tiger in Houston for over a week.
Oh, I heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't pay attention to the news and I don't have social media, so apologies if this was like old news. This was everywhere.
No, it's still good. It's so good.
But I mean, it's hella relevant, and if you're like me and just don't have a clue, this is for you. So, according to authorities, a 9-month-old male tiger appeared in the suburban area of Houston on Mother's Day. I think it is. It was vague.
I think it was. Also, I didn't know it was only 9 months old.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
So, but it was already huge. So
yeah, it looks like it was full grown. Yeah.
So it's like let's not get that twisted. But yeah, so I think it was actually on Mother's Day, and which is pretty funny. And then when HPD officers arrived on the scene, they were actually going to shoot it. Like, I don't know if that's actually like accurate, but that's what people on the scene were saying. Like, it looked like they were going to shoot it.
Well, I think they were. It was probably like they were prepared to if it came to if it escalated, basically.
But as they were preparing to do that, a 26-year-old man named Victor Hugo Cuevas grabbed the tiger. Like, he ran onto the scene just out of nowhere, grabbed the tiger by the collar. The tiger's name is actually India. And then he like kissed it on the forehead and like claimed it was his. He's like, "This is my tiger." And then he like took off with the tiger into a house that was nearby.
Yeah.
I guess wherever he like popped out of. And then like while officers were trying to like get a grip on what the hell's happening.
What the fuck is going on?
The Cuevas and the tiger, or he like grabbed the tiger and jumped into his SUV and then took off and just like totally ignored the police officers like pleas to have him stop the vehicle, which is dangerous. Like, I assume that they didn't shoot at the fleeing vehicle because the tiger, and maybe because it was a suburban area.
Yeah.
They, Cuevas and the tiger went into hiding for about a week while police were searching for him. Cuevas was actually out on bond at the time for murder. He allegedly committed in 2017. So he allegedly shot a man in 2017 and was actually out on bond. And fun fact, it's legal to own a tiger in Texas, as we know from Tiger King, but not within the city limits of Houston. They're not okay with that. So
that would make sense.
Yeah. Oopsie, he was actually within the city limits of Houston. But what is the best part of the story is, guess who fronted the reward for the safe return of the animal during the time that it was missing? She just took a hit of her jewel, and I hit her with a question. She's like, "Why didn't you?"
I thought I had a second. Sorry. Who?
Who might that be? Carol fucking Baskins.
Wait, no, for real?
For real. Yes. She's the one that was like, "I'm gonna front the money for the reward." I forget how much it was. It was like either $5,000 or $50,000. One of those two.
Fuck, man.
It's just a large difference.
Oh,
but
my
whatever.
gosh.
But yeah, Carol fucking Baskins. Which is why I was like, oh, this is a tie-into a Michael episode.
Yeah.
So it turns out, I at one point it was confused whether Cuevas was the actual owner, and I apologize if that's not how you pronounce his name, but that's not my thing.
Welcome to our podcast.
Pronouncing things correctly. That's not what we do.
No.
However, so it was confusing because at first he was like, "No, I'm not the owner. I'm just the caretaker sometime." And he said that he took the tiger to like as many as 8 different places before he returned it to the owner, which was all bullshit.
What?
He may have taken it to 8 different places to hide it from the police.
Right.
But the girlfriend, I think her name was Gia or something like that, said that no, they've been owning that tiger since birth, basically. That she said they had owned it for 9 months, and the tiger is 9 months, so that is from birth.
Yeah.
Right. So, and there's tons of video out there of the
I've
guy.
seen the video of like one of the videos of him like playing
around with it. So fortunately, he was taking really good care of it.
Yeah.
It's just, not cool to, hang out to have that tiger.
Yeah, you can't.
There wasn't proper enclosures.
You can't
and stuff
even
like
approach necessarily like a random cat, let alone a fucking tiger.
Right. I mean, he was healthy and happy, but it wasn't a long-term solution. Like, that man was going to run into some issues at some point.
Yeah.
Like when it escaped.
Yes.
And he had to go on the lam first.
That's what I want to know.
Get it, tiger and the lamb? He and the tiger went on the lam. Okay.
I want to know, like, what he was doing to keep it to, like, how it escaped that easily.
Yeah, right? He's like, oh, let me let my cat out real quick.
Yeah.
Like I do, buddy. I have no idea. You know what? That wasn't in the article that I was reading, which, by the way, was CNN.com, so full credit to them. And just to let everybody know, India is now at the Cleveland Amory Black Beauty Ranch in Murchison, Texas. So,
okay,
in a proper enclosure with other rescue tigers.
That's probably good. So they're like socializing it with other tigers. Yeah,
that was another thing that I read, that they weren't sure that this tiger had ever experienced another tiger before. So they did quarantine the tiger for a little bit, or India. Let me call him by his proper name. They quarantined India to make sure that they weren't passing diseases to the other tigers, and also just kind of get a feel of, you know, like how it's going to interact socially. Because obviously it'd gone through some trauma. I know the police said that they took the girlfriend with them since she wasn't being charged with anything. They kept her around while they were transporting the tiger because it was already
that's good. So it was comfortable.
Yeah,
okay.
It was like something familiar.
I'm glad to hear that they like approached it the right way. That's good.
Sorry, I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier when I was writing that information down. But the other day I was, I never leave early for work, but this particular time I did. And I was like, I got to work and I was like, thank God I decided to leave early, because there was such traffic on the road because of roosters. There was, yes, Escambia County, or maybe it was even Santa Rosa. I can't even remember, but like some animal rescue people or whatever were parked on the side of the road, and they had these giant cages. There was multiple roosters. They were huge fucking roosters. Like, they were huge. I would say they were almost as tall as Nuka. They were huge. I mean, I'm seeing this from across the freeway. Like, they're on the other side.
Oh my God.
And there's a giant median in between us, and they were freaking huge. But like, I guess, I don't even know what the full story is. I didn't bother to look it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm just remembering it at the time, or, you know, at this time. But I was like, wow. All these roosters were just like randomly on the road, and they caused a traffic jam. And
that's hilarious. I know. That's crazy. I
was like, only in Florida. Maybe not only in Florida, but especially in Florida.
Especially in Florida.
Florida man arrested for releasing roosters on freeway in political protest. Let freedom ring! Jesus. Yeah, it was dumb. I apologize. I hate myself so much on that one.
Stop it.
But yeah, that was my little weird lit. So
I like your weird lit. That was a good one. I also like weird lits. I want to do those more.
We'll do it more. I wasn't gonna say it's gonna be a recurring segment, but you get one when you get one.
Then, yeah,
you'll get one when you get one. But Jordan, have you got a wee story for me?
I do, but I
no.
Just finished my beer. Can I get another one?
Yes, absolutely. Let's take that pause and do our bossa nova break music.
Thanks again, B.
B.
Do you need anything?
Yeah, go ahead and hit me with another.
Do you want the same kind?
They're both really good, so just surprise me, because I'll be happy either way. Whatever you pull out.
I haven't tried the cider yet, so I'm going to try that. Ugh. I went to get Becca's cider today, and they didn't have what she requested, but we were talking about, what is it, cryptids?
Yes.
Last week, and we Or I found the cider that has fucking the Sasquatch.
Sassy. The Sasquatch.
The Sassy.
And he's got a old school boombox, which is especially awesome.
It's pretty dope.
I am in love. And it's actually very good. She also got these Flying Embers kombucha beers, hard kombucha, and also equally good.
If you guys like kombucha, dude, okay, so Rogue, side tangent for a second. Rogue came out with Rogue from Portland, Oregon, shout out.
Shout out.
With a kombucha beer, like a limited time one, and it was really fucking good. And ever since then, like this was years and years ago, I'm always looking for like kombucha beers, and they just happened to have this one this time, and I was so excited.
It's pineapple chili with FYI with a hint of ginger. Sorry, I'm so blind. I had to like move it closer to my face, within 3 inches of my face, so that I could actually read the small ass print. Which, by the way, does not have enough contrast.
It really doesn't.
A little bit of graphic design suggestion. There is not enough contrast between this white font and the light orange background.
Yeah, get it together, guys.
Fail. It's like the hanging chads again.
Oh God, no! Don't compare it to that. We still love you guys. Please keep making this beer.
Oh, for sure. That's my only complaint, really. So. That is your beer suggestions, alcohol suggestions for this episode.
Yes.
However, we hope that you already brought your beer because we are
bringing the weird.
We're way into this weird broughtenness.
That's not gonna work. Okay.
You know what? I made mine work. Jordan, I think we talked about the koozies before, but Jordan bought us some pretty sweet koozies. However, they happen to be for like tall boys, which we don't get very often. Yeah. But we're making them work. We're forcing it to work.
Well, it would have been smarter had I not opened it first. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Rebecca?
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Rebecca.
Won't you tell me a story?
I would love to tell you a story.
Won't you be my neighbor? Not creepy at all.
No. Last week I covered festivals.
Yes. And you saved a good one, right?
I did, because the background story is pretty epic.
Noise.
So we're learning about a frozen dead guy that's in, and I'm sorry if I keep pronouncing it wrong.
We, again, don't do pronunciations.
Netherlands.
Oh, the Netherlands. The Netherlands.
Colorado.
Oh, just kidding. Okay. Well, if I had to journey a guess.
It's Neder land.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, the Netherlands is pronounced Nederland if you say it like correctly. Mm-hmm. So that's probably something to do with it.
Man, I should have done the history of the town too. Because the whole... Yeah.
Which makes sense because that's where the bog bodies are.
Where?
In the Netherlands, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Well...
So that the Nederland, wherever, has a frozen body?
In Colorado.
Colorado?
Yes, because in 1989, a Norwegian man named, also going to botch this, Trig...
I love this so much. Just
normally you're the one struggling in it. Okay, so it's spelled Tryggve. Bogue or bog. It's Bauge. We're gonna call him T.
Big T.
Big T. So yes, in 1989 he came to the States and brought the corpse of his deceased grandfather.
Oh my God.
Brendo.
Brendo?
Every time I read it, I want to add an N to it, but it's Bredo.
Bredo.
It's Bredo. Morstal, but it's the O with the cross through it, so I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Yeah. I'm sorry if anyone that is Norwegian is listening right now.
Thanks for listening and goodbye. We know you're signing off now.
So he brought his deceased grandfather with him.
How?
He was preserved on dry ice and stored in liquid nitrogen, which I thought was also funny because the first episode that we came back with, the mummies were stored with liquid nitrogen. So he originally was kept at Trans-Time Cryonics Facility in San Leandro, California from 1990 to 1993. And then in 1993, Big T and his mother Odd had...
ODD? Odd? Or AUD?
AUD.
Okay.
Yeah. Odd?
Yeah. I guess it's like mod without the M.
Yeah, but it's Norwegian, so it's probably pronounced different.
It's probably pronounced more sexy than we're saying it.
Yeah, probably.
With our brutish
pseudo-Southern accent.
Yeah, right. Real quick, just pause, sorry. I'm noticing that there's a lot of pickup. When you speak, it's still picking up, so I apologize in advance if there's...
What do you mean?
Like, start talking and say something.
Words... It does that. It does it when you do it too. It's been doing that. Okay. I think it's because we're so close together. It's fine. It doesn't. Okay. It hasn't made a difference so far. Cool. Now that you've addressed it, it's probably gonna be a problem.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
I just noticed it and I was like, oh shit.
It's fine.
All right.
I think I'm talking a lot louder than I normally do tonight too for some reason.
Oh my God, you're so loud in my ears. No, I'm just kidding. All right, cool. So odd.
Yeah.
Rhymes with mod.
Yeah. Big T and his mom had Bretto's body transported to their town of Nederland, Colorado on dry ice, and their plan was to create their own cryonics facility to keep his body preserved. I don't have a intent behind any of this.
What year did you say this was?
This was, so he brought the body over in 1989, and then they brought the body to California Colorado in 1993.
Okay. So this is recent. That makes a little more sense in my head, but still.
It's still pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the motive was behind them doing this.
I imagine he had to have some legitimate scientific purpose, because I feel like there'd be a lot of paperwork involved in like transporting a dead body from country to country.
One would think, yeah.
And they'd be like, why, sir?
Yeah.
What is your reasoning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Everything that I looked up was kind of just like face value. It wasn't like super detailed. But if I find anything else next episode, I'll definitely follow up for sure. So then unfortunately, Big T got deported from the U.S. because he overstayed his visa.
Oh, my God.
So his mother continued to keep so it was Big T's grandfather, but obviously it was his mom's father.
Right.
Cryogenically frozen. So they had like a house that was unfinished that they lived in, and then they had a shack in the backyard where they kept the body.
In a cryogenic stasis.
Yes.
Like... That's crazy.
Yeah. So I basically, what I gather from it is they spent more money on the shed and upkeep of the body, and they were just like, oh, well, we don't have enough funds for the house, so we're just gonna, kind of wing it as far as that goes.
This man had a dream.
Right?
He had a vision.
She eventually was... in violation of local ordinances for living in a house that was unfinished because they didn't have electricity or plumbing.
Oh, shit. How do you not have electricity but have to keep something cryogenically frozen?
Like, if she didn't have electricity in the house, I don't know about
the shack.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder how much their electricity bill is.
I don't know.
Just for that one little...
Yeah, I don't really know.
Shack.
They say cryo, but it's like, it was obviously like very...
You still have to have electricity for that shit.
Wait, DIY.
Not DIY.
Yeah.
They did not do it yourself it. Do it yourself it.
I'm never going to be able to master that. I don't know why.
They did themselves it.
They did themselves it. Yeah. So I guess she spoke with a local reporter, and this is another, like, what the fuck moment, but they don't go into details. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm burping up a storm, too. That's the only thing about these hard ciders and kombuchas.
And kombuchas. Yeah, we pick the best things to drink while we're recording. Yes. So she spoke with a reporter and also let the reporter know that apparently she had 2 other people frozen in the back as well.
What?
But it doesn't go into any more detail.
No further details.
It's just like she told a reporter this thing.
Well, here's the thing. I'd like to say that all reporters substantiate their claims, but they don't.
Right. So the reporter went to City Hall. So, you know, she was getting evicted, but they didn't know that the body was in the back. So the reporter went to City Hall and told them about the body.
Hey guys, there's a body back there actually.
That Odd was concerned that the body would thaw out.
Oh God.
Yeah. So per the Denver Post on February 7th, 1995, Odd was actually found guilty by a jury on the basis of her eviction.
And it was actually her son's fault, right? She was just being a good mom and being like, I support my son's hobbies.
Yeah, he didn't keep up with his hobbies.
Saying, you know, like,
I just want to preserve my dead relatives.
He doesn't have any friends. I'm just trying to support his hobbies.
He just went back there every day and had a conversation with him, told him how his day was going. Oh fuck.
He seemed really into it.
Yeah. He's a really good listener. So she was ordered to remove the body. So
remove it.
She was found guilty on February 7th, and she was ordered to remove the body by March 6th. Okay, but here's the thing, face 10 days in jail and a $600 fine.
That's nothing.
I know.
That's so you get worse time for weed.
Yeah, exactly. Still in some states. So if she didn't do it, what she does that, and then she goes however many more months, before.
Wait, how many days in jail?
10.
Okay, so if she goes away for 10 days and is not taking care of that body.
Oh, that's true.
That's really a penalty to the neighborhood. That's really penalizing the neighborhood.
Oh, that's a good point, though. So if she's in jail for 10 days and no one's taking care of it, then after she gets out.
Also, the fact that they're asking her to remove the body and not just confiscating that and taking care of it themselves
weird?
Is a little strange. You would think that the authorities would be like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take over now and just make sure that this body is
the whole thing's odd, and then it's
you can't just there's that law where you can't just bury a body in the backyard,
right? Yeah,
you have to have
you're not allowed to do
and
that shit. Yeah.
So, but you're allowed to keep one on ice. Is all I'm saying. You can't bury it, but you can keep it on ice.
Like you said with the paperwork. I guess they had documentation, because otherwise, then it's just who's to say that that's your father?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Maybe you just murdered someone and...
Oh, no, that's my grandpa.
No. It wasn't this man that I was obsessed with, but he didn't love me, and so I slit his throat.
No. Totally relative. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So the story received a lot of traction, obviously, and it caused the city to add a new... And it specifies a broad provision to Section 734 of its municipal code termed keeping of bodies. Why is this even a thing?
Colorado has a keeping of bodies clause. Nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
So it outlawed keeping of the whole or any part of the person, body, or carcass of a human being. They also added or animal or other biological species. What else there's...
Well, it's Colorado. They might have a Sasquatch out there too.
Okay. Some cryptids. Yeah,
cryptids, faux show. Yeah. That's where Skinwalker is, right? Isn't it Colorado?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Or Nevada.
I feel like I should know that because I watched a documentary about it. It might be. It's around there somewhere.
So you got your Skinwalkers, you got your Sasquatches, you got your aliens. chupacabras.
Fuck yeah, chupacabras.
They feeling frisky.
So you can't keep dead shit on your property is
Apparently.
what they said. I don't know why they didn't have that in there before.
There's never a rule until it happens.
This is 1995.
You're right. You would think being Colorado and the wilderness.
I wonder, this must have been like a really like small town or something. I didn't look at all the stats for it at that time. But because the situation had become so publicly known and they made the amendment post her having the body, they made an exception for her.
Oh.
Or for her and for Bretto, the father, deceased frozen father. They grandfathered her in.
Oh my God. Nice. You were looking at me with this look and I was like, what's happening?
It just made me so happy.
Something's about to happen. They grandfathered him in. Nice.
So Big T somehow secured the services of a local environmental company called Delta Tech to keep the homemade cryonic facility running. And then Delta Tech's CEO, Bo Schaefer, was lovingly referred to as the Iceman.
Wait, okay.
And he was the caretaker responsible for transporting dry ice to the shed.
Okay.
And then that same year, they built a new shed. So I'm assuming when Big T was like, hey, can you like take care of this shed? They built a better shed for it.
Yeah.
And then Bo took care of it until the fall of 2012. And then Jane Curtis Gazet and Mike Wooten took over as Brenda. I always want to add a fucking N. Brado's caretakers. They started taking care of him. And then they passed it along to Brad Wickham, who was a resident at Netherland. So I don't know, like, were the other people, like, traveling there all the time to take care of him? Because they only specify that Brad was a resident. The other people, they don't say anything. So he's still currently the caretaker. And now he's in a Tough Shed.
A Tough Shed? Like, is that the brand?
Yes.
Okay.
They must be making bank. Like, even the website of the festival for this guy, they're like...
I forgot this was about a festival until just now. So this is just the backstory, folks. We haven't even got to the fact that they celebrate.
That's why I was like, annually. I can't cover this with the other ones.
I totally forgot. Okay.
Yep.
The weird just continues.
Yeah, so...
Crack open your next beer, folks.
Right?
Because the weird is here.
If you ever want to store one of your loved one's bodies, get a Tough Shed. TUFF.
Okay, that's got to be their next slogan, their current slogan.
Something, I don't know. But I'm sure they sponsor the festival, and so that's why the festival has it written on their website. Like, they have a link. They're like, Bretto's body is stored in a Tough Shed, and it has like a hyperlink, and you can click on the link, and it's like,
that
look
company,
at these sweet storage sheds that you can get.
that company was like, this is the perfect branding opportunity. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
So they have the festival now in honor of the town's unique resident.
Unique resident. Can you call it a resident if they're not even alive? Like, I'm just saying, like, they're not residing there. They're just...
Yeah, he's not in, like, the census or anything.
No, right. He just is stored, existing there, I guess.
He's just hanging out. So it first started in 2002.
2002.
2002.
Okay, it was just the way you said it. Was like
no, it gave me pause. Weird. I was like, numbers.
Okay, 2002.
I do numbers for a living, and I don't even really.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I graduated in. I know. I always forget that. I graduated in 2006, and I graduated a year early.
Oh, congratulations!
Humble brag,
right? I was just gonna say, you smarty pants.
So The festival is called Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Yes. Oh, I love how they didn't even bother to like make anything cute.
Oh, no.
They were just like Frozen Dead Guy Days.
This is what it is. It's weekend long.
That's something you and I could have come up with.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like that's our struggle.
Yeah.
Like, let's call it Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just fucking go with that. It's cool. It's cool. It's kind of like the let's name the mayor the cat, the Stubbs.
Yeah, Stubbs. Yeah, that guy. That's like he's the mayor now. Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
Per the website, events include, but are not limited to. The first one is my fucking favorite.
They better have popsicles. That's all I'm saying.
There is no mention of popsicles, but I certainly hope so.
Somebody write that in. Because I sure shit won't remember. But somebody write those folks and be like, God, you better have fucking popsicles next year. I swear to God.
Right?
We will riot.
They do have coffin racing, though, which is amazing.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
It's a coffin race?
So based on the pictures, yeah, it's like everyone makes their own coffin, and then they lay in it like
I actually love this.
A body and, you know, go down a road in the coffin.
Visit our Patreon and please subscribe and become a patron because that is my next goal for us.
Coffin race?
For Jordan and I to fly out to Colorado, be able to build or have built a coffin for us, a side-by-side coffin. Like it's got to be an extra large one so we can both fit in it. Like a king
the motorcycles that have like the little side cart.
Yes. And us to participate in that.
Yes, absolutely.
We have so many demands of you people. I'm so sorry,
yeah,
but
can you guys like get with the program?
Isn't that the coolest though?
Yeah.
Like it's totally worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All we're asking is for like $1.
Yeah.
Or $5.
Yeah.
$1 to 25. Whatever you feel
whatever.
like.
Yeah. So
sorry, that was an awkward segue, but yeah.
In addition to the coffin racing, there's costume polar plunging. So it's just like people wearing like crazy ass fucking costumes and like jumping into like freezing cold water.
All right, Wim Hof.
Yeah, the naked thing.
Well, there's the Polar Bear Club and there's Wim Hof, which Wim Hof may be naked. They might both be naked.
There's a naked one. Maybe not.
They might be. Clothing might be optional.
Yeah. However you're feeling. A Frozen t-shirt contest?
No, thank you. I don't even like cold, wet hands on me. You know, like gross. I don't want a cold, wet t-shirt on me.
Icy turkey bowling.
Oh my God! Wait, what? Like
so?
Frozen
I imagine
turkey?
it's a frozen turkey, and you use that as the ball.
Okay,
yeah,
I can see that.
And then
not so weird.
Human foosball.
Wait, what? Is that not just soccer?
Fuck. Oh God. I'll get back to you on that.
I mean, I'm thinking like, wait.
I'll get back to you on that. They also feature.
Sorry.
No, that was so good. Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm just picturing it.
30 live bands and three heated super tents featuring local craft brews, specially spirited drinks. So it's like I hate using the term, but it's like kind of hipster.
Yeah, well, I'm there for the party for sure.
Oh, hell yeah, me too.
You said heated. When does this take place?
So, yes, that is the next thing. It is typically celebrated the second weekend of March, and being that it's in Colorado, it's definitely still cold there.
Yeah, because February is the worst month of any cold northern place.
Yeah, so even in Florida, we never know if it's going to be cold or warm.
Yikes. You know, there better be a lot of beer for that.
Oh, there is. Well, you know, like I said, lots of craft breweries and specialty drinks and shit. Craft food vendors. And they mentioned vegan barbecue and specifically, yeah, I'm not sure what that entails, but I'm totally willing to try it.
Yeah, as long as it tastes. I'm not against vegan food.
No, I'm not.
But I also like meat.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, I had steak today.
Oh, shut the fuck up. What did I have? I had I've only had an egg sandwich. Oh, no, just kidding. I was at Katrina's house.
Egg sandwich?
That was earlier today. I totally forgot that I just had dinner with my friend Katrina and her kids and Raul, and we had Alfredo and a Southwest out. It was great. I actually had a delicious dinner. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. I have been drinking.
You can't go wrong with Alfredo, I feel.
No, never. It was fucking delicious. I'm also hungry again. Sorry.
Yeah, I am too. Shit. All right. Yeah. So typically celebrated the second weekend of March. They didn't do it this year, of course, because of COVID. That was before everything started. You know, it's slowly getting back to normal now. And their websites.
Did they have to miss 2 years because COVID was right around March?
Yeah.
So they had to go 2 years without it?
Yeah, they went 2 years without it.
So it'll be 2022 by the time they actually have another one.
Their website says they are chilling till 2022.
I want to say yikes, and I'm literally rolling my eyes like the face I'm making. I
love cheesy stuff so much.
But also I appreciate it. If they hadn't said it, I probably was going to say something shitty like that too. Yes. That was a fucking great topic.
Thanks.
I can't. This is why I'm glad I don't pay attention to the news, because you said it was like blew up and was popular. At some point in your notes, you were like, it became viral, this situation that was going on. I did not hear about it, so I have no clue. Never would have heard about that shit.
Right.
That's fucking awesome. I have to pee, so...
All right.
We're going to pause and have some retro music, and I'm going to fight off a
possible palmetto bug.
A dinosaur roach.
Dinosaur roach.
A Jurassic Cretaceous. I forgot the other era of dinosaur.
I'm impressed you remembered any of them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nuki. I stepped on your tail.
Why are you laying right there, dog?
I didn't see your little tail.
He's fine. He didn't yelp. He's good.
Dude, I felt it as I own a cat, right? So
right,
I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That motherfucker is invincible.
Okay.
All right.
We'll have an unexpected guest. Ugh. All right, so we'll get this. Nice. Oh.
Rebecca opened her beer and it just
too aggressively.
Fizzed. Yeah, way too aggressively.
And then I tried to inhale all the foam. Not a good idea. Sorry, that's pleasant to hear, I'm sure.
We can edit it.
Please do.
All right. Are you ready? Have you recovered?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay. Rebecca.
Yes, I am.
Tell me a story.
I'm going to do my very best. However, I'm going to pre-apologize to everyone that my notes are a mess, but this is a very interesting topic, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And I'm going to start out by thanking iflscience.com, ABC News, and Wikipedia for my information, because I'll be straight ripping them off in most cases. All right, so my topic today is the Blue Men of Kentucky.
All right.
It's actually Blue People of Kentucky, but saying Blue Men of Kentucky reminds me of the Elvis song. Well, Elvis version of a folk song, Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. It made me think of Blue Man Group.
Oh, yeah, that too. Blue Man Group. But yeah, it's actually Blue People of Kentucky, to be more accurate. It's actually a family called the Fugates, or Fugits. I'm not sure. Probably Fugates. They're obviously a family out of Kentucky. They're often known by the moniker Blue Fugates. Oh my God, we're starting off strong.
I like it.
This is why I usually go first, folks, because when I drink, I just am useless.
I was surprised that you were like, yeah, you go first.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted you to go first is because I was not confident that I was going to pull through on this one, so I didn't want to. It's a great topic, great information, but I feel like I was going to fuck it up, and I was like, well, let's get the good stuff out of the way first.
Out of the way.
Not out of the way, but like,
no, I know.
So that people, they can tune out now if they want to.
Don't tune out. It's going to be great.
Okay, so the blue fugates. Oh my God. Great. Here we go. All right. Blue fugates, or blue people of Kentucky. They're notable for having been carriers of a genetic trait that led to their blood disorder called, and no, I did not look this up or try to, or make any attempt to pronounce this or find out how to pronounce this correctly, but it's, oh my God, methemoglobinemia. Nope. That sounds terrible. Do you know how to pronounce this? Is that what you're...
Like, methemoglobin?
Yes, methemoglobin-mia. And add a Mia on it.
Oh, there's a Mia on it. Okay.
Yeah. Methemoglobin-mia. Do you know this?
I don't, but I know hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin? Sounds like MacGyver.
It's a blood thing.
Is it? I mean, it is. First I'm hearing of it. I mean, like, I was shocked that it was a popular thing, that you were aware of this blood disorder.
But I know hemoglobin because, like, hemoglobin.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like,
hemoglobin.
Blood
okay.
tests. yeah.
I don't know. Every time you say hemoglobin, it sounds like MacGyver. So I'm picturing some sort of like 80s character. hemoglobin.
Actually, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
We need to tap the Russian embassy. Oh, call hemoglobin.
Yes.
We got to get hemoglobin on the case.
Got a pencil and a paperclip. He can do it.
And an avocado. Okay, yeah. So methemoglobinemia. Sure. Nope, not at all.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is a blood disorder that causes the appearance of blue-tinged skin. This all started in 1820 when a French orphan, whose name was Martin Fugate, arrived in Troublesome Creek, which is a remote, sleepy settlement in the eastern Kentucky area, it's an area that's near Hazard, Kentucky, which I guess is like their big city, their nearest big city.
Uh-huh.
But Troublesome Creek is just like a little settlement, and it's like super isolated.
Okay.
So he arrived there and he wanted to start a family. So he met and fell in love with a woman named Elizabeth Smith, who was described as being as pale as the mountain laurel that blooms every spring around the creek hollows.
Who the fuck describes someone like that?
Who and why is what I'm saying. But it actually becomes an important piece of the story that she was described as being that pale.
Okay.
Because obviously this is a skin
right, yeah, I see where this is going. Yeah.
Because the thing is what is his fucking name? Martin Fugate, because there's a bunch of Fugates that I'm going to talk about. So okay. Martin was actually a carrier of a rare genetic condition that turned his skin indigo blue. So it was like not just a tinge of blue. He was like freaking blue as shit, like it was like scary blue.
Because of his blood.
Because of his genetic disorder.
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing. So he met this woman who's, again, described as being super pale, whatever. And they went on to have several children. And 4 of them had blue skin like their dad. And that's because he happened to pick the one woman in this remote settlement that had the exact same genetic disorder that he did. So because hers was recessive and his was, I guess, dominant, the fact that both parents carried it made it like a stronger possibility that the children would get it, which
That's
4
crazy.
of them did. Yes. All right, so 7 children, 4 of them had the blue skin.
Damn.
And were also carriers of the recessive gene, and we'll just shorten it to MET-H, METH.
I like that, yeah.
Right, so I don't have to struggle any further. Meth. Oh my God, it is meth. Because I wrote it MET-H. I didn't even put it together, but yes, they have the meth gene. And they live in the hills of the Appalachians. That's
oh God.
That's not stereotypical at all. Any hoozle.
Yeah, moving on.
Actually, I think meth capitals would probably consist of maybe closer to here, I think. Or maybe, in Alabama.
I don't... Pacific Northwest has a really bad meth problem, too.
Really? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just... You know what? I always called it the small town killer because it's...
That's accurate, yeah.
Super popular. So anyway, they had the meth gene. And so every generation, so every time the children like, you know, got married and procreated or whatever, the genetic disorder is supposed to decrease, right?
Right.
But they will all carry the recessive gene. So the thing, it comes about when you have when both parents carry it. You know, it's more prevalent when both parents are carrying that gene, but if just one of them. And the reason I'm like going over that so much is because, like, again, this is a rural area, and
so they're kind of
inbreeding is an issue, and definitely that happened.
Yeah.
Let me just read this in my notes real quick so I don't skip over it. But the actual condition causes your oh my God, help me say it again. Methemoglobin. Yeah, methemoglobin. It causes the methemoglobin levels in the red blood cells to rise above 1%, which in turn makes your skin turn blue, the lips purple, and the blood a chocolate brown, which is interesting. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting because... So when you bleed, it's like a chocolate brown?
I assume that oxygen plays a different... I mean, oxygen plays a part when it's inside you.
Right, because
but also when it's exposed to additional oxygen.
Normally when you bleed and something stains, then after it settles, it turns like a chocolate brown color. Yeah.
Well, oxygen does play a part, and I will get to that. It's somewhere in my notes here.
Creighton's here. Sorry.
Okay, we're going to take a quick pause because we have a special guest that's going to be acting as a audience member for a time, but then we will have an additional extra piece of content. All right, so welcome back, everybody. We now have our special guest, audience member, as we mentioned earlier, and we're back to the story.
Our audience member is Creighton Ronso.
Oh, we did introduce you. That wasn't just like a blanket statement. We had already given you credit. The creator of... You want to say something real quick?
Oh, sure. It's just so they know.
Now that you're settled, would you like to get up and unsettle?
Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you for letting me be here, ladies. It's a great pleasure, and I just love seeing your faces. So this is best time in Pensacola.
Yes. Oh my God, you're our first guest in season 3.
You are.
That is
I'm super special.
Yes, extra special.
Cheers to that. Cheers. Nostrovia.
Nostrovia.
All right, let's go.
All right, well,
let's learn about these blue people.
You missed most of the story, but I'm talking about the blue people of Kentucky.
Hey,
yes!
Kentucky.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Oh my God, I totally did not even put that shit together. Okay, right up your alley. So it is the Fugate family, and we just talked about how the original ancestor moved here in 1820 from France as an orphan, and he had a specific blood disorder, and he happened to choose this super remote area of Kentucky, and he married the one woman who also carried this recessive gene, and so now 4 of their 7 children are blue. Are in fact blue people, and we are calling the disorder meth. Which, because it is the
Have you been to Kentucky?
Not because of Kentucky. I mean, halfway because of Kentucky, but mostly because it's, oh God, going to make me say it again. Methemoglobin levels is what it affects, and its abbreviation is MET-H, so it's literally meth. Yeah, so, yeah, you know what, folks? Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just reading. That's what my notes say. All right, so, meth disorder. This is going to be so confusing for people, but anyway, it can be triggered by exposure to two particular chemicals like benzocaine, xylocaine, for example. But it's also an inherited disease, which is what is happening in this.
Do we know what chemical, like what those chemicals are in?
No. You think I researched that? No. I barely got through this.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Do your own research.
I will.
David, I can't show you everything. Fold the cheese.
Oh my God. It's my favorite. You just fold the cheese.
I can't hold your hand on everything. All right, that's a Schitt's Creek. Oh my God, why can't I say this name? Schitt's Creek quote. Yeah, anyway.
Fold in the cheese.
Fold the cheese. I almost deleted all of my notes just now, folks. My armpit hairs are like standing up and I'm sweating because I almost just deleted all of my notes.
Your armpit hairs?
Does that not happen to you? When you get scared, your armpit hairs like spike up?
I don't really shave my armpit hairs, but I don't shave my legs, so...
Well, okay, I'm special. It's fine.
Aren't we all, though?
In my own way. Okay. So, yeah, but in this case, it's a genetic disorder. Oh, Nuki. Really?
I'm sorry. Oh, my God, I'm going to hate editing this episode.
Yes, I'm so glad you are now our editor. Editor-in-chief. Almost deleted my notes again. That's okay. It gives me a moment to collect my thoughts.
Yes. I will take you out after we're done this episode.
Since you're editing it.
I am not editing it. It is Jordan editing it.
I'm editing it.
Do you have, there's something in there, and I don't know if you have it in there, but it's something where the color of the blood is a different tone.
Yes, we just covered that. It's chocolate brown.
It's chocolate brown, so it makes everything look blue because of it being brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have that.
Absolutely. It turned... Okay,
I love that you're familiar with it.
I do too. What a freaking crazy synchronicity. It's so weird. Yeah, it turns the skin blue, the lips purple, and the blood chocolate brown. Which, I don't know why that old thing, chocolate rain.
Oh my God.
Comes to my head. Chocolate rain. Okay, so this is a deficiency. It's probably caused by a deficiency in an enzyme called cytochrome B5 methemoglobin reductase.
Okay.
Yeah. That is useless information and whatever. At least I did my due diligence.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So, like I said, it's an inherited disease through the Fugit family, but you can also get it through exposure to certain drugs. And sorry, some of this. Oh, okay. Some of this information was duplicate, but the reason I kept it was because that question you were asking me about, like what medicines or what chemicals would this be relevant, could be additives to certain antibiotics, including dapsone or chloroquine. So those are, I guess, antibiotics. So if you, so they might be potential. And they're carcinogenic too, so...
Oh, yeah, that
fun times.
Yes.
Not only will you turn blue, but you also get cancer, so...
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Okay, so when these levels in the hemoglobin is altered by oxidization and is greater, it rises to greater than 20%, it also forms heart abnormalities and seizures and could also even occur in death. However, fortunately, that does not happen with does not seem to be a factor in this genetic version that the Fugits have.
Yeah.
So it is a potential for people that have this disorder, but fortunately, this family seems to be safe. Mm-hmm. The descendants with this gene continue to live in the Troublesome Creek area and Ball Creek area into the 20th century. And they all are dispersing. So this
they finally,
as we talked about earlier,
would have breached away from their families.
A bit of inbreeding, but now it's like spreading out. However, there's a potential for it to, it could strike at any moment. There are other people in the country that have this recessive gene, so
right.
it could happen, but it's not going to happen as prevalent as in this area. It might just be like an oddity, like a 1 in a million kind of chance. Mm-hmm. This situation actually was picked up and piqued the interest of a hematologist called Madison Cowan III and a nurse, Ruth Pendergrass, and they made a detailed study of this condition and also the ancestry of this family. Cowan did a report in 1960 with the public health doctor E.M. Scott, and they also published this information in the Journal of Clinical Investigation as far as his research. And they studied also Native Alaskans and all that. They're a similar case of deficiency in the enzyme.
Wait, there's a similar case in Alaska?
Yes. And this also caused them to look a bit bluer than normal. Mm-hmm. But if you think about the Native Alaskans, and the Inuits, they do have a bit of a more olive tone,
right?
So it
right.
wouldn't be as prominent as
that makes
prominent
sense.
Prevalent as a European,
right?
Family.
Yeah, since the other family was pale already,
but it was noticeable, and so they were kind of comparing notes. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, Cowan was able to treat the family with methylene blue, which did ease the symptoms and reduce the blue coloring in their skin. But when they peed it out, basically, when they're flushed, that
all processed,
it came right back. However, he was able to publish those results in the Archives of Internal Medicine in 1964. And then he was able to come up with like a daily dose kind of thing for the people. And so eventually they were able to. So the big deal was like these people are known in the area for having blue skin, but it's like traumatic for them. They're very self-conscious about it. In fact, they were like, that's like a notable thing. Like
I was just say, like I think being blue would be cool.
You would think, but if in the 1960s,
that's true. The era as well. Yeah, that makes sense.
Even like the last most notable one was born in the 1970s, which I'll get to here in a little bit. I realize I have too many notes on this. But it was, it's embarrassing, like it's not like they were culturally sensitive, to the other, any type of other back in the day.
Of course, people are like saying, it's like calling them out basically. And it's like, well, it's not my fucking fault. Like,
right. They can do literally nothing about it.
Yeah.
But you can imagine like what a small town and narrow minds can do.
Right.
To psychology or whatever. Mm-hmm. In fact, like when anytime they would have to go to the hospital, people would freak out, like, oh my God, you're basically the Walking Dead, or, like you're literally dead. They had no idea what was actually going on up until this study where they discovered, it's a genetic, whatever. So, blah, blah, blah. They made the pills and they were able to verify that there wasn't any heart disease and it wasn't affecting them any other way.
Okay, so they're overall healthy. They just looked different.
In fact, many members of the family live into like their 80s and 90s. So they're
so they're just living regular lives. They're just dealing with this
blueness.
Yes, this blueness.
They're
so sad.
They're blue-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-doo.
No.
I think I had to. I think I had to go there. Everybody will understand.
Yes.
La 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 la. There was I'm going to skip down to the Benjamin Stacy, who was born in 1970. He was the most recent / current example of the Fugate family. And he was born in 1975. He's the last known descendant of the Fugates. to have been born exhibiting the characteristics. But up until this time, they had like managed it and spread out the gene pool a little bit.
Yeah.
So it just kind of like surprised the family again, like, oh fuck, this thing's happening again.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh shit. And obviously the hospital staff had forgotten all about the legacy of the family, and they're like, oh my god, your baby is dead. Literally.
Right.
And so it really scared them. His blue skin, blue lips, fingertips, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, fortunately, because even though they forgot, they still had records of like, oh, this is what's up with your family line and your lineage. So they were able to help him navigate through that. And he quickly lost all of that blue tone and was able to live a normal life, to the point where I think in the CNN article, they said that they actually tried to find him and they couldn't. So I'm thinking he made a point of like
didn't want to
separating
deal
himself
with that
from
shit. Yeah.
So he's like, because he's only like 34 or something like that, 30 or 40 or something like that.
What? When 74? They were still looking for him?
Yeah. Yes, he was born in 74. Yeah. So he's like only in his 40s. So he would still be alive, presuming that nothing tragic happened to him. But
yeah.
So the fact that he is like choosing to
he doesn't want to
himself,
be in the limelight for that shit.
So he's actually the great grandson of the original Martin Fugit, the orphan from France. Mm-hmm. And sorry,
no, you're good.
There's a lot of
take your time. Dude, that pop filter works really good.
Do you think so?
I can tell.
Okay, good. All right. So there's, like I said, there's no physical health problems other than the blue skin. In fact, they mostly live into their 80s and 90s. However, it has been a deep source of psychological trauma and shame. Mm-hmm. But some of the family members were able to embrace it and deal with the discrimination. Especially being in a small town, you would think that like they would have more allies than, whatever.
Yeah, because people are familiar with them and know them and everything.
And I think that's more of a modern
like freak shows were big too. Like, do you think any of them joined freak shows?
I guess it depends, like what area. And I feel like this area is just like where they were at. It was just
they're like, very
niche and closed off, and that seems like. It's Nat season, y'all. There's going to be some clapping in the background.
Sorry.
It's good to have a live audience. Okay, so yes, because Troublesome Creek is a small settlement with like no roads or railways, when most of this is taking place. Mm-hmm. The local girls and boys had a limited supply of, potential partners. And as we discussed, there was a lot of intermarrying and inbreeding. In fact, one of the 7 Fugit Smith children is a son named Zachariah, who ended up marrying his aunt. Yes, ma'am, that happened. And, all right. Yes. So Zachariah married his mother's sister, and then one of their sons, Levi, married a girl, another family member, Richie girl.
Creighton's like calculating it.
I know.
Is that right now?
This family tree is messed up. It's more of a family bush or something. Oh, God. So Levi married a Richie girl and had 8 children, one of them being Luna, and then Looney. Luna married a man named John E. Stacy, and they had 13 children. And Benjamin, born in the 1970s, who I was just talking about, who's the last descendant, is a Stacy child. So he's one of Luna and John Stacy's children.
Okay.
Yeah, it's confusing.
That's a lot to follow.
It is a lot to follow. And the one quote that I don't think I even put in here, but it probably sums it up the best, is one of the family members says, if you look at our family tree, you can see I'm a relative of myself.
Oh my God, that's wow.
It's a pretty powerful statement, and it reminds me of that song, I'm My Own Grandpa. Have you heard that song?
I haven't.
Oh my God. I'm not even, but look it up. I'm my own grandpa. Okay, so I read all that. Okay. And the last note is like, when I was looking all of this up, there's a specific picture that keeps popping up. And I was like, oh my God, I remember this. It was on Oprah. And this man was on Oprah. And I remember, like seeing, that is not the thing. There is a man that was on Oprah. And that was in 2008. His name is Paul Carrison. But the reason he turned blue is because he took a bunch of colloidal silver and as a home remedy, and actually turned himself blue.
I feel like that
and they call him Papa Smurf.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I feel like that would cause other health problems.
Yeah.
Silver?
I'm pretty sure it did, but he has passed. Bless his heart. I don't know.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart. Bless his soul. Whatever. He did pass of a heart condition, but I don't think it was related to the silver. However, I can imagine it had some other ramifications. But so when I heard this topic, I was like, oh shit, I remember that on Oprah. So I immediately started looking for this information about Oprah, and I was like, oh damn, it's not even like the right thing.
The same thing.
But I wanted to put it in there.
That's still interesting.
Because this guy's picture pops up when you type it in.
There were people, I feel like I saw a thing once where someone, maybe it's not true. Someone ate like so many fucking carrots. If you eat too many carrots, it like turns your skin.
The beta carotene, it turns you like orange or whatever. Which you have to eat a shit ton of carrots. And I don't know if anybody knows about carrot juice, but it is you won't get that far. You'll be in the bathroom for days. So
with the palmetto bug,
torturing. Oh my God, that's my worst nightmare, to have like whiskey shits with a roach, with a palmetto bug like looming over you.
There may or may not be a palmetto bug in the bathroom right now.
100%. There is 100%.
I think it crawled through like a crack or something.
Well, we hope. But that is the blue people of Kentucky.
That was great. I've never fucking heard of that before.
I had, but obviously didn't know anything about it.
Which is Kentucky's slogan, the blue state?
Is it?
Bluegrass state?
They got blue everything. Because before you got here, I was like, this story reminds me of the Elvis song, Blue Moon of Kentucky. Oh, yeah. So.
And then like there's Big Blue Nation, which is like the Wildcats.
That's so weird.
Wildcats, so yeah. There's a lot of blue.
There is a lot of blue
in
Kentucky.
That is very interesting. Huh.
Well, we brought the weird. We hope you have enjoyed your beer along with that weird.
Along with us enjoying our beer.
We definitely enjoyed the hell out of some beer. Actually, I feel like we were a little tame today, but that's all right. It was good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
That was the end of my story. Do we have any recaps or?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Cool. So stay tuned, because we're going to have some bonus information, bonus content.
But also information.
And also...
hopefully.
Hopefully. We're going to have something for you. And hopefully we saw you at Pensacon, and it was a blast, and we're exhausted and recovering.
Yeah.
A happy, safe Memorial Day.
Yes.
And until the next time it all goes terribly wrong.
I'm Jordan Stock.
And I'm Rebecca Carlson.
And we're sorry.
100%.